Let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. Dating in 2025 feels less like a romantic pursuit and more like navigating a minefield in the dark, doesn't it? You're constantly on edge, unsure of where the next explosion of awkwardness or disappointment will come from. It's a landscape riddled with hidden dangers and unexpected turns. The rules have changed drastically, and most of us never got the memo. We're stumbling around trying to apply outdated strategies to a completely new playing field. It's like showing up to a soccer match with a baseball bat. You're technically participating, but you're fundamentally unprepared. We're swiping, endlessly scrolling through profiles that feel increasingly generic. Texting, crafting messages that are witty, engaging, and above all, don't come across as too eager. And ghosting, the modern art of disappearing without a trace, leaving the other person wondering what they did wrong. It's a brutal cycle. Through a world that's both hyper-connected through technology and yet deeply isolating on a personal level. We're surrounded by potential connections, but genuine intimacy feels increasingly elusive. The old advice, be a gentleman, hold the door open, buy flowers, a thoughtful gesture that's often appreciated, but sometimes misinterpreted, have a steady job. The cornerstone of stability, or so we were told, barely scratches the surface now. These are the bare minimum expectations, the price of admission to a game with increasingly complex rules. Today, those are just the entry fee to a game where the goalposts keep moving, constantly shifting based on societal trends, individual preferences, and the ever-evolving landscape of online dating. Men are left wondering what they're even doing, second-guessing every move and questioning their own worth. Caught between outdated notions of masculinity and a new, undefined ideal that seems impossible to reach. It's a constant struggle to figure out what's expected, what's desired, and what's authentic. This isn't another list of pickup lines or manipulative tricks designed to win at dating. Forget that nonsense. Instead, let's ask a radical question. A question that challenges the very foundation of what we've been told about relationships and happiness. What if the best move, the most empowering decision, is not to play the dating game at all? What if, for many men, the most powerful and fulfilling choice is to consciously choose to stay single, to embrace a life of independence and self-discovery? It's not about giving up on love or becoming bitter and resentful. It's about strategic disengagement from a system that may not be serving you. Recognize that the dating game, as it currently exists, might not be conducive to your happiness, and consciously invest your time, energy, and resources elsewhere. Into your passions, your career, your personal growth. We'll break down the specific reasons why dating has become so incredibly tough, particularly for the average guy who's just trying to navigate this confusing landscape, and explore the surprising benefits that can arise from consciously stepping back from the dating scene. Embracing singlehood not as a default state but as a deliberate choice can open the door to profound personal growth, greater financial freedom, allowing you to invest in your own future, and ultimately, a life built on your own terms, dictated by your own values and aspirations, rather than the expectations of society or the pressures of the dating market. So, let's get into it and explore this alternative path. First, let's talk about dating apps. These platforms have undeniably reshaped the landscape of modern romance, becoming the primary way many people seek connections. They've become the new gatekeepers of romance. No longer do chance encounters at coffee shops or introductions through friends hold the same sway. Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, and countless others. Each promises a unique approach, but share a common goal: connecting people seeking relationships, or something more casual. They promised efficiency, a streamlined way to find compatible partners. The idea was to cut through the noise and connect you with people who meet your criteria. But in many ways they turned connection into online shopping. Profiles become products and people are reduced to a collection of photos and a brief bio. We scroll, judge, and swipe, often without giving profiles a second thought. The sheer volume of choices encourages superficial assessments, making snap decisions based on fleeting impressions. Are we truly seeing the person behind the profile based on curated photos and bios? These carefully constructed representations often lack authenticity, presenting an idealized version of reality. This digital-first approach, while convenient, has fundamentally altered our expectations and behaviors in the realm of dating, has made us impatient and disposable. The constant stream of potential matches fosters a sense that there's always someone better just a swipe away. With endless options, the paradox of choice kicks in. We're overwhelmed and less satisfied with our ultimate selections. Each person feels less valuable, replaceable in the vast sea of profiles. The human element gets lost in the algorithm, a commodity, not a connection. The focus shifts from building genuine relationships to accumulating matches and fleeting validation. Apps are designed like slot machines, employing psychological tricks to keep us engaged, giving just enough matches to keep us hooked. The intermittent reward system creates a cycle of anticipation and disappointment. The validation is shallow and fleeting, a temporary boost to self-esteem that quickly fades away, fostering ghosting and casual cruelty. The lack of accountability online makes it easier to disregard others' feelings. For men, it's especially brutal, as they often face intense competition and low match rates. A small percentage get most of the attention, creating a highly unequal playing field. Hinge data shows the top 1% of men get over 16% of all likes, highlighting the extreme disparity in attention. Most men are invisible, their profiles lost in the shuffle, competing with every guy in a 50-mile radius. The geographic limitations of traditional dating are erased, intensifying the competition. It's a numbers game where success is often measured by the quantity of matches, not the quality of connections, and most men are statistically destined to lose, facing constant rejection and a feeling of inadequacy. The result? What are the consequences of this digital dating revolution? Frustration, burnout, and a sense that the odds are stacked against you. The constant effort yields diminishing returns, leading to disillusionment. No wonder so many are questioning if it's worth it, seeking alternative ways to find meaningful relationships outside the digital realm. On dating apps, women hold the power of selection's simple market dynamics. More men use these platforms, so women are inundated with options and can be highly selective. This abundance lets women set high standards, raising the bar for men. Men must now offer not just stability but excitement, emotional intelligence, and a perfectly aligned life vision. The result? Women face a paradox of choice, while men face a drought. A woman's challenge is filtering too many options, a man's is getting any at all. It's not that women have it easy, but when it comes to generating interest, the system is tilted in their favor. That's just how the numbers play out. Modern dating is a gauntlet for men, a complex and often disheartening maze filled with unspoken rules and ever-shifting expectations. It's a landscape where traditional courtship rituals clash with the instant gratification of digital connections, leaving many men feeling lost and uncertain, starting with constant, silent rejection. The digital realm amplifies this, turning dating into a numbers game where profiles are judged in seconds and connections are fleeting. Every left swipe, each dismissal adds to the accumulating weight of perceived inadequacy. It's a constant stream of micro-rejections that can erode confidence over time. Every unanswered message chips away at self-esteem, leaving men questioning their worth and desirability. The silence can be deafening, filled with unspoken judgments and assumptions. The pressure to be the total package is relentless, a multifaceted ideal that seems increasingly unattainable. Fit, demanding hours in the gym and a constant focus on physical appearance. Successful, requiring a relentless pursuit of career advancement and financial stability. Funny, expected to be witty and engaging, always ready with a clever remark or entertaining story. Emotionally intelligent, capable of navigating complex feelings and expressing them in a healthy way. Adventurous, always seeking new experiences and pushing boundaries, projecting an image of excitement and dynamism. Any flaw can get you disqualified before you even start. A single misstep, a perceived imperfection, can lead to instant rejection in a hypercritical dating environment. Men are told to be open and vulnerable, encouraged to share their feelings and connect on a deeper level, but also strong and confident, a confusing double bind. They're expected to be both emotionally available and unwavering in their resolve, a seemingly impossible combination. Share too much, you're weak, perceived as overly sensitive or lacking in self-assurance. Share too little, you're emotionally unavailable, accused of being distant, detached, or incapable of forming meaningful connections. The burden of initiating, planning, and performing, the responsibility for orchestrating dates and ensuring a positive experience, still falls mostly on men. Despite evolving social norms, traditional gender roles continue to exert a strong influence on dating dynamics. In a marketplace flooded with competition, where countless individuals are vying for attention, your value feels driven down. The sheer volume of options can create a sense of disposability, making it harder to stand out and feel appreciated. If you slip up, if you make a social faux pas or say the wrong thing, there's always another guy waiting in her DMs. A constant reminder that you're easily replaceable in the vast sea of potential partners. This creates anxiety and a need to constantly perform, a pressure to maintain a flawless facade and avoid any missteps that could lead to rejection. For most men, it's a high-effort, low-reward system. The investment of time, energy, and emotional resources often yields disappointing results. No wonder so many are questioning if it's worth the effort, reevaluating their priorities and considering whether the potential rewards outweigh the significant costs. The cost, emotional and otherwise, keeps rising, making the pursuit of romantic connection feel increasingly like an uphill battle. Let's talk money because it matters. Despite progress, men are still expected to be providers and pay for dates. Dating is expensive: dinners, drinks, clothes, gym memberships, and more. For young men juggling debt and rising costs, it's a financial drain. Many spend hundreds or thousands a year on dates that go nowhere. The pressure to project success can lead to debt or shame. More men are asking, is this really the best use of my resources? Given all this, choosing to stay single isn't failure, it's self-respect. It's a conscious decision to invest your energy in yourself, not a rigged system. Staying single lets you reclaim your time, money, and emotional energy. Imagine redirecting all that effort into your career, fitness, or passions. Singlehood is a chance for genuine self-discovery, no more pretending to be someone you're not. You build a life that's authentic, based on your own values. It's a rebellion against the idea that your worth depends on attracting a partner. True confidence comes from within, not from chasing validation. A man can be complete and happy on his own. That's real power. Stepping back from dating opens up a world of possibility. The goal isn't just to be single, it's to use singlehood as a launchpad for an exceptional life. Start with your body. Train hard, push your limits, and build discipline. The confidence from physical mastery radiates into every area of life. Next, master your mind. Read, learn, and challenge yourself intellectually. Deep focus and knowledge are rare superpowers in today's world. Most importantly, find your purpose, your mission. What unique contribution do you want to make? Build something bigger than yourself, whether it's a business, art, or a cause. A man with a mission has direction and meaning, independent of relationship status. He's not looking for someone to complete him, he's already whole. Purpose gives your life significance, no matter who's by your side. That's the real reward. For generations, success meant job, house, wife, family. But in 2025, it's time to write a new script. True success is living a life aligned with your values, not someone else's checklist. For many men, fulfillment doesn't require a romantic partner. Prioritize freedom and autonomy. Wake up and do what you want, when you want. This isn't selfishness, it's self-direction. Build deep friendships, nurture family bonds, and find your tribe. Brotherhood and community offer powerful support and meaning. Shift your validation from external to internal. Your worth isn't tied to your relationship status. It's in your character and actions. Live for yourself, and that's the most profound success. We've seen the broken dating market, the pressures on men, and the power of singlehood. This isn't bitterness, it's empowerment. For many, the most logical, fulfilling path is to remain single by choice. It's not about hating women or giving up on connection. It's about refusing to play a game that drains your resources and self-worth. You don't need a partner to be complete. Your worth is inherent. Delete the apps. Pour your energy into your body, mind, friendships, and purpose. Build a life you're proud of, where relationships are optional, not essential. Become a man of substance and discipline. In a world demanding you chase validation, the radical act is to walk your own path. That's the honest choice for the modern man.